Squawking 1200. Um, First thing, as always, give me an update on the microphone volumes and stuff like that, aircraft noise, if it's too loud, too soft. We are going to be using the Carnoustie 152 version 2 within the Nhadrian mod. Updater used, the latest updater was I think 2.7. There's a couple of things came up on the Facebook about the mod versus kind of the Just Flight. So had that little thought this morning as I was watching the Open that I would download some Zoom Level 17 Ortho, and so we're going to do some flying in Scotland. We are situated at Dundee, and we're just going to fly over Carnoustie. We're just going to do a little bit of a Cessna 152 flying. So I'm going to get started here. The reason why I didn't, before I get started, the reason why I didn't start the aircraft in VR is that the starter doesn't work in VR. If you go out of VR and you just turn the key, it connects. Had a little bit of a conversation on Facebook. Someone said that an update is on its way for this, and hopefully that'll be fixed. If you're looking for a really good valued 152, it's an exceptional aircraft. A lot of people love the flight characteristics. As some of my regulars know, I'm not a real world pilot. I'm just a sim pilot. So I have both the Just Flight and I have this version. Eye candy being what it is, the Just Flight hands down. But a lot of posts continually kind of knock the Just Flight as maybe not as as accurate of a flight model. Some of the characteristics aren't what they should be. But then again, in all things Just Flight, they're going to tinker, they're going to work on it. So I'm going to get under the hood. I'm going to have to move my chat into VR, and then we will take off. We're going to fly to the west. Hopefully we'll see some airports. I see some golfing, theoretically. So let's get started. First things first, let's get comfortable in the cockpit. Get myself centered. There we go. Get my whiskey compass and compass synced up here. South, so we're going to want to go west. So we're going to want to take off to the right. Got my friend Jim here in the cockpit with me. Other thing I want to do, this cloud cover. We have real weather on, so it may not be our greatest thing. So we can make some adjustments as I go. Plugins. Going down to move VR, and we are going to move my chat. I think it's this one. Yep. All right. Hopefully there'll be no problems with the chat. I got the graphics turned up a little bit higher than normal in my stream, just doing a little bit of an experiment. Let's see, it looks like the winds are favorable for taking off to the west, so we're just going to go left. And I'll keep an eye on the chat as we go. Basically, according to what I saw on the map, is we just kind of fall along the shoreline here. Actually, I forgot, this aircraft, we can do the fun. Let's dial back some daylight. Alright. 8 o'clock local time. Just created this ortho this morning for this event. How's everything going? Hey, why don't you put that X-pad in the back? Yeah, there we All right, looks good. Do a little aileron check here. Flaps. Good. Opening and closing symmetrically. Got a little headset judder. Hopefully it's not too apparent on stream. I'm going to check my asynchronous warp. That is a suspicion of mine. And that is not even on, so we're not even going to worry about it. I'm going to check the stream and make sure I get a picture, because as we know, that is a big pain when you guys can't see it. All right. Got a pretty good wind coming out here. Looks like we're going to need a little, it's not directly down the runway, so it's kind of coming off of our 11 o'clock. Ease into the throttle here. I may see if, I may add Move VR and get a moving map just so I don't blow by, the open. Seeing how I've never flown this, it probably would be a little bit smarter. So now I'm going to open Move Obby tab, toggle the tablet, and just pop on the map and see where it puts us. And it's totally my bad. I'm pretty sure I want to go, yep, the other way. So there's a Dundee. And alright, this version of the Nhadrian mod does have an autopilot in, so I'm going to give that a quick test. Most of my previous flights have been in the very simple no autopilot, no GPS. So I'm just going to go altitude hold, and we'll set our heading bug to here and head this way for a little bit. Looks like an underground train right there, or at least the road goes underneath the water. Should be coming up on a bridge right in front of us, but I'm not seeing it. Not modeled in X-plane here. The ortho scenery looks pretty freaking awesome. It's a little bit, I don't know why the window's as red as it is, if it's reflections coming off the paint, if it's just kind of red and that because it looks great out the front window. It looks great out the right-hand window. Gonna check the stream health here. And we're going to move our hobby tab over to hair. It looks like getting 28 frames. Shrink it up a little bit. So right in front of us here is going to be the golf course. The zoom level is awesome. This is zoom level 17. I'm a tiny bit juddery in the headset, but so this should be Carnoustie on our left coming up here on this point. When I was watching the Open today, they said there was 12 golf courses, 12 courses here, and there are 7 courses in a town of 12,000. So here's one right here coming up. I wonder if I turn off the window reflections, if that would make our left window a little bit better. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, that's better. So we were getting some kind of ambient light bounce around, making the left window orange. So we basically just kind of cleaned everything up a little bit. So the town of Carnoustie will be coming up on our left. Here's one of the courses. Multiple courses. Looks pretty challenging. Got some water coming through there. So this is, if you didn't catch on earlier, that this is the Carnoustie 152 version 2 3.2 with the Nhadrian mod. So some of the advantages, autopilot, different GPS, iPad functionality over the Just Flight. Take a back view here, a ride along view. can see the wind acting on the airplane a little bit from back here. Hop back in. I don't have my alerts and follows don't really work for some reason in VR. Still haven't gotten those really figured out. So if you think I'm ignoring your follows, I'm not. Kind of feel that wind. So that coming up on the town of Arbroath right there. So we're going to turn around. Looks like some more golf over there. Turn off the autopilot here for a minute. Let's see if we can. I have the overlays on. Oh no, I think I did. I know what I didn't do. I forgot to reorder the overlays in the INI file. So I apologize, we're not getting any vehicle traffic. We're not getting any auto-gen buildings. I'll fix that in the next flight. We might land this and then we'll take up the Just Flight 152. But I'm pretty impressed with the scenery. I think it looks pretty amazing. And so that will probably fix our building issue. So what we're going to do, we're going to go land. We might just do this flight again. Or we may do it in the Just Flight 152. So we'll fly on the inside here and then set myself up for a straight in approach to runway 27. The zoom level detail is awesome. This is a Bing sourced enjoying the flight so far? Yeah, you're not talking too much. But I think he's one of the better modeled, static people. Well, that's got to be pretty nice, living right there on the water. I'm really enjoying, I think, zoom level 17. I think that's been the nicest compromise for ortho scenery. Back over at town proper here. There's the course. So we're cruising along at that 33 frames. Not bad, a little bit juddery. Some of it has to do, I think, with the streaming at the same time. Most of my VR experience has been pretty awesome. We do have heavy clouds drawn into the sim. I think St. Andrews would be over on our left. Somewhere over there. It was hard to really pick up on the rough map of Ortho 4 XP. Here's our airport. Take out a little bit of throttle here. Beautiful countryside. Zero complaints about the ortho. I just have complaints about my overlay stacking ability. Yeah, it's alright if you type in, yeah, dumbass. One of those things in my, I should have written down. I don't know if this is no, this is actually supposed to be a bridge here. So what I'll do, I'm going to fix the stack. I have to reload X-Plane, so that'll take a few minutes. So we may just pause the sim, pick it up, and then we'll pick it up with the just flight. So coming over the bridge. Further reduction of throttle, we'll go down to around 1900. Get that first notch of flaps there. So we've got a nice approach. See, we've weather vaned almost directly into the wind. It's one of the things that I think that's made one of the biggest differences in VR. I think it's way more noticeable. Get ourselves nice and set up here. This is everyone's favorite portion of squawking 1200. Checker or wrecker, as they say in NASCAR. So I may reduce my world objects when I get back. Go second notch flaps, slow this thing down a little bit more. Little right rudder. Wind's still the same. Back and forth there a little bit. Pulling some power. Pull the power out. And looking down the runway. Not too shabby for a rookie pilot. Get this thing slowed down, flaps up. We're going to taxi right back to the hangars there. Going to fix my overlays. Hopefully we'll have some buildings when we come back. My first clue should have been I only had drawn traffic or drawn vehicles and no buildings. No buildings should have been my clue. But sometimes you need to be hitting the head with a brick to remember everything. That's going to be this case. Alright. Closing down shop for a minute here. Let's say off. Idle. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to check my INI file and I'll return. End of stream for now. Continuing on.